Okay, Chuck, this is RL. I have a new program that allows me to record these videos. I'm going to kind of use them for training videos. So this is the first time I've done this, so it'll be a little easier to show you the confusion that, the new set of plans you sent me. Now, the first deal was you sent me two risers. So I'm going with this one. I'm assuming the electrical contractor wrote this stuff here. It looks like this is no longer part of the job, so it wasn't X'd out or anything. And so that was part of that. Your gear vendor has 3 mini power zones, which are shown here. But up here is an additional mini power zone. So the gear vendor's missing one. But let's look at the first thing right here. And that is, see if I can get this to go up. Too much. It's a little lagging in performance now that I'm recording this. That's kind of interesting. All right, so here's the main switchboard MSB. It's shown on S-E501, which I didn't know what that meant. I finally figured that out later. Right here is a 2000 amp main breaker. Then you have these provisions. Now this is kind of a big discrepancy. So up here is the switchboard schedule, and this is the SE501 that he was showing. And we'll see if we can't get that up a little bit more. And so here's the schedule, I guess the new schedule. It clearly states main lug only, so not main circuit breaker. 2000 amp. This is weird. Fuse switches. So are these supposed to be fuse switches, or are they supposed to be circuit breakers? So you see what I'm saying? So right off the bat, the engineer has a huge discrepancy on one of the most important pieces of equipment, the main service entrance switchboard. I mean, here he breakers, and these are the designation for breakers. And on his panel schedule, he has other things. So that is part of the problem. Let's see if I can bear with me for just a minute. All right. So on your gear vendor bill of material, we're going to come down here to the maintenance building. If you can see, folks, try to get a little bit closer in on this. Okay, the maintenance building. Again, I don't know why the engineer doesn't put the KVA rating right here. That's normally where you do it. You have to go to this sheet to go find the KVA rating. It's baffling to me. But anyway, so it's E301, which I guess is here. So we're looking for M3H transformer TM. Let's see how that is. Yes, here we go. So I wish this did a little better on the deal. But anyway, so M3H, finally, this is where you got to go hunt and peck to find the KVA rating. There it is, 112.5. Your gear vendor has all 75 KVA transformers. So the gear vendor, first of all, what plans did your gear vendor have to price this job? Or this revised part of it. So that's just two big discrepancies. And there is another building that has a 112. So I think there's two 112 kVA rated transformers. So let's go back over here, and we'll just do this, and let's look at this. Okay. So if you're going to add a mini power center zone, which is E502A, so I didn't even notice that at first. So I think that is this. Yes, it is. Let's take a look at what it says here. There it is. So this is where it got added in the schedule. And so you can see there's now 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 mini power centers. And if you check your gear vendor bill of material, they'll only have 3. one thing the contractor doesn't tell us, not that he should, is what size breaker is feeding this. We don't know that. So here you have different breakers feeding a panel. The panel feeds a mini power center. So not sure. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I just don't know. So this is just, I'm not going to go through all the discrepancies, but this is what we're dealing with. And so there's nothing really consistent about the bill of material. There's not anything real consistent with the plan. I mean, this should be reissued correctly. I mean, all of a sudden we've added a panel down here. And the gear vendor does have this panel, but the gear vendor doesn't have this. So once y'all get it straight, send it to me. I just need a correct riser, because see, this riser here is what we use to create our one line and do most of our work. And without an accurate riser, we can't even begin.